Welcome to another Straight No Chaser. You're here with myself, Skeemz, Patrice and Sheriff. We've got a special guest in the building today.
Normal guest.
We've got Sky Ultra Scorcher.
You special.
Normal guest.
Normal guy, yeah. We've got Scorcher in the building today, man. What's happening, bro? Yeah, been trying to get you for a couple weeks.
I've been busy
Ducking and diving.
Trust me.
You get me, a little bit of filming, a little bit of directing, this and that. So I've been a bit busy.
I'm gonna kick off with your tune, Jesus, Oh Lord. Now that tune, proper stuff.
So, thank
Like I banged that in the car. I don't think I let it play once and not wheeled it back. I think it's a banger.
Jeez.
Probably one of my best tracks on the EP.
Nah, yeah, it's good.
Most definitely. I mean, what's your favorite track on the EP?
Do you know, it changes all the time. So like I could do, like when we was doing Work Get It, doing a video for that, it's like, oh yeah, no, Work Get It is the one. And then it was like, oh Lord is the one. Then it's like, oh no one else. It just all depends on what mood you're in. Where the records are different from each other in different ways. Like it just depends on what kind of vibe you're in. Like if you're feeling deep, you might want to listen to No One Else. If you're feeling like you want to act like a spastic in your car or whatever, or vibes out at a little house party, you might play Lord. So just depends, man.
Yeah, No One Else was my second favorite, to be honest. Like, I feel like you're talking from experience and that. Like you were touching certain words. I was thinking, this guy's talking about me, man. This guy's talking about me. No, it was good. I like that. I mean, Work Get It. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't really like Work Get It at the start, but it really grew on me. So now when I play it, that bangs in the whip as well,
It's a
man.
nice song. It's got a nice video to it as well.
Thank you. See that? Go on, sorry.
Jesus, oh Lord, like what inspired you to use the autotune?
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, like we went. When I went to go and get the beat that was the smoking beat that I did with G Fresh. We was going through beats. Thank you, Rob. We just shot a video for that. Look, yo.
I'll look out for that.
Yeah.
Or watch it.
But yeah, when we was going through beats and stuff, and then he skipped past that beat. It wasn't a finished beat. It was just a loop. Like it was like about eight bars. I was like, raw. What is this like? I didn't even really know. I couldn't pinpoint what kind of music it was, and I just kept saying the same. Like I was zoned out in the just in the studio, just on my one, just kept saying, Jesus, oh Lord. And I just said, raw. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna. Yeah, like I'm not gonna write. I'm not gonna make a deep thing of it. Like I went in the studio and recorded the record with G Fresh, and then I just said, oh yeah, Oscar, load up the Lord beat, which was the Lord beat, and I just went in the booth and just was freestyling, just ramping, just letting it come. And then I said, you know what? Oh, it's turn on that auto tune. You know what it is? I've always had it in my head, like, right, I won't mind
Playing with it.
Yeah, like something I'd want to do, but it's not like something like I want to do just for the sake of doing it. Like if everyone's doing it, and let me jump on that wave. It's more like it seemed right for the song, so I did it.
So, can we expect more autotune? Because obviously you tried it, it worked out for you.
I think it worked all right.
Yeah, people are saying that it's one of your biggest. So, why not try it again?
Do you know what? It's just like if the shoe fits, wear it. Like if I make a song where it's appropriate, then yeah. But it's not like a thing where I think to myself, yeah, like I need to start doing this auto-tune stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not really that kind of person. I don't really intend to make one particular kind of music. I just make music.
Okay.
How did the link up between J Avalanche and G Money come about?
Like they're from round here. Like they're from North London as well. So I kind of been noticing like their movement and what they're doing, kind of liking it. And when I just did this record as a freestyle kind of thing. So I had a little hook and a little verse and a little hook. I was like, I could do another verse, but I think I can. I think I need someone to take this to that, and it was like, who can I hear? And I could, we was like, who's them? Bingo. It's like J Avalanche. Everybody could hear him on the song before he was on the song, and it was like it was G Money as well. So I was like, I just reached out to G Money. And we just made the record happen. I just went and shot the video.
Sure. I think J Avalanche has got that real American. He's obviously not American, but he's got that American feel.
Yeah. He's bringing that whole kind of trap dope
Mix it,
boy
yeah.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's working, man.
With No One Else, is it a sample or is that actually someone that you brought to sing on the track?
It's a sample. It's a sample like mixed with production as well.
Okay, was that like your choice? Because the sample is genius.
No, do you know what? I just literally just stuck like the guy that made it, Young Kai.
Okay.
He's
Shout out Young Kai.
Yeah, he's a wavy guy. Like he's just a generally wavy guy in general. Like not just production or his actual vocals himself.
Yeah,
like, he's just
yeah.
a cool guy. And I heard like a song Manga did, and I was like, right, this beat's sick. Like I was like, I had to find out who made the beat. Found out Young Kai made the beat. It's nothing like No One Else. Completely different. It's like a grime beat.
Okay.
Hit him up. Yo, I need something like, do you get me? I need something like that. And he was like, yeah. I don't really make beats like that. I was thinking, what? Alright, cool. No problem. Shout at me when you're ready.
Yeah.
Cool, don't worry about that. Then one day he's just hit me up like, yo, I've got a beat I want to send to you. Like, alright, cool. And then he sent me the beat and it was No One Else, which is nothing like the other record.
Yeah.
I just was sitting, I was like, this is sick. I was sitting with it, and then before I knew it, first verse, like I just had it there, bang, like it just come to me. Rang my manager, I said, let's get in the studio, I think we got a good record. And then we did it, and it was easy as pie.
From that record, were you talking from experience? I feel like I said, you really went in with the bars on that record. Like, I can really get to grips with what you're saying. Like.
Do you know what it is like? It's just things that we all go through. Like, you know, the older you get, like you start looking at life differently. Like me, like, I don't know, everybody that raps, they're like dope boy, trap boy, gangbanger, gun killer. Gal is super, gal is all the gal love me. Like it's never just like normal. Like, and I just wanted, like, I'm in a stage or whatever where it's like I want to make music that everybody appreciates. Like, and not just music to make people happy. Like music that I rate, that people can relate to. Like when I make No One Else, I rate that. I think that's good music, and that resonating within the people. If there's 10 people in the room, if 10 people in the room feel it the same way as me, I think that's what I'm proud of. That's the kind of thing I want to do. You get me? So when I was making No One Else, it's like when I listened to the beat, the music, it put me in that kind of mind frame. So I just wanted to. I don't really like thinking about it. Sounds mad. Like I don't really like thinking about it when I'm writing songs. Yeah. Like.
How do you write a song if you don't think about it?
It sounds so. I know it sounds mad. Like I don't like thinking about it.
Yeah, like you know it's true. It comes from it. Just like, hits you straight.
It's the same way. Like I don't know. Like I just like whatever frame of mind that the beat or whatever puts me in. Like I just wanna go with
it
that.
It comes from your heart, basically.
Yeah.
But why, of all of the tracks, did you decide to make No One Else the single?
Do you know what? Yeah, we just like.
I mean, I think it was a good choice, but
me and him were sitting down saying, "Raw, like." This is not a radio record, not a TV record. This is not.
It is a radio record.
I think it's perfect for radio.
Do you know what though? At the time, like everything in hindsight, it's easy. Like, but when you've got the records there, who's thinking, nah, like really, like that's a bit. It's easy for them to say, nah, we're not playlisting that. Like, nah, you know what? Like, yeah, it's a bit too different for us to play in the daytime. It's a bit like the video is not really like a urban video, so we're not really gonna play it on our TV. So we was kind of thinking, and we just thought, you know what, fuck it. We think it's cold. Like, man, would rather take risks and take chances or whatever based upon what you think is cold. Like, I'd rather be judged upon what I think is my best work, like the best I have to offer. You know what I mean? If that don't work, then I'm cool with that.
So how do you think the record did overall? Did you get much plays on the radio?
It's alright. Like, it weren't like some X Factor smash, but like the main thing for me is like most of the people that heard the song and saw the video, they seem to connect with it.
Yeah, I did.
Which is the kind of general idea with what I'm trying to do. It's like I'm trying to make music that accumulates. Like, one big record is cool, innit? Like, and great if you can make one of them. That's brilliant, you know what I mean? If you can make loads of big records, that's cool. But for me, like, I want to make good music. I want to have a good brand that if you got my last EP, when my next EP comes, you're genuinely interested.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it.
Like, when I say to you, raw, boom, ski mode, this new video, you genuinely want to, like, you genuinely want to see what's the, let me see, I want to see his new thing, not because a billion people told me to, because I'm interested myself, so that's
I feel
what
like
I do.
when I think about it now, that it's sort of it's really like your lane, because when we go back to like Diary and the second Diary,
Sandpit.
people are like, like this is Scorcher's element, like this is the advanced version of Diary. So can we expect more tunes like
Mad that people say that. You know, we was like, when we were saying, that's what we used to saying. Like, when we put together the record, it was like, it's mad, like what people think of as people change, you know. People think this and that is grime or what not. Like, when I did Diary, don't know what year that was in. It's exactly the same. Like, you remix the sound just because it's got a little compression and a mix down. It's the same thing. The sample, it's 140 BPM, spitting fast on it. It's that simple. Like, it's just the same thing. But it's mad, like, people's mindset now. Because, like, I don't know, like, that was grime then, innit? Like, there was Wifey Rhythm and all these other songs, whatever. But it's like, because you ain't killing no one, because there ain't 100 people dead on the record, people ain't even realising, like, wow, this is grime. Like, do you know what I mean?
I wanted to ask, grime and rap, because I don't really know the difference between the two. So how would you, like, differentiate for somebody like me that don't know how to establish or to differentiate grime from rap?
I don't know. I think a lot of it, a massive part of it is, like, they're two different cultures for me.
Yeah, but how do you tell the difference?
I don't know. Like, I'm not the specialist.
I mean, I would say a lot of rappers. I think a lot of rappers stem from America. Obviously, like when you say rap, to me, I think of America straight away. Then when you say grime and all that, then obviously people think of the UK.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
know,
but
I
what
don't-
makes it grime?
I don't at all.
I think there's a new I think all it is there's a new hybrid rapper now where there's man that rap that genuinely like, there's rappers, that someone like Fecky, like, he's a rapper, but he embodies everything that's grime. Like, when you look at the beats he picks, like, even like the kind of places that his music's welcome, it's it's really grime orientated, but it's rap though, isn't it? But we're entering a place where there's people that are giving people the same feeling that grime does via rap, but obviously the majority is
So would you say, like,
Americanish.
grime is just a UK word or phrase, language, just used instead of rap?
Nah, I'd say grime is an actual culture. It's like an actual thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it might have started off from a select small tempo, a select kind of beats, a select set of artists, MCs, whatever. But it's a culture, like, that people making rap or whatever, they don't come from the same cultures, man. They don't come from decks in a bedroom. Like, man didn't used to, like, they never had vinyls. There's a myth to them.
So now, what do you think about the whole grime scene today, or the UK music scene today?
Don't know about the music, like, it's all good. Everything's all good.
What? So you just like the lot of it?
I feel
like-
like last year grime has come back, so
Sure, yeah.
Like, I just think it's all like, I just think it's good. Like, I don't get what's wrong. Like, there can't.
No,
be
I don't think
nothing
nothing's wrong. I mean, because some people think that some artists are grime and some are more pop charts.
I don't
type
even think
music.
there's any of them no more. There's none. As far as I can see, there's just like, that thing's done. That whole pop
people just making
mainstream
music.
crossover, that's done. Like, there's just
People making music.
underground
Do you know
urban
what I'm
music.
interested in? Like, for me, and I messed with music when I was younger a bit. For me, I looked up to artists like, for example, Kano. But you were of that sort of era, so, like, what sort of, like, who did you look up to?
Ain't really, like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to want the TT because Mega Man had the TT. Like,
Sure.
but I weren't really like, I just used to look up to all the MCs and shit. Like, not look up to them, but I used to rate their thing. Like, I used to rate Soul Solid's thing, I used to rate Heartless.
Yeah.
I used to rate, like, Roll Deep and that, like, Pay As You Go. Like, I used to rate all of them. Like, don't get me wrong, I listen to all America. Like, I'm a music person in general, so I listen to reggae and whatever and dancehall music and rap. I listen to all of it.
Yeah.
But I never wanted to be like
Someone else.
Bounty Killer. Like that's
Can you imagine?
never been live. You know what I mean? Or I never wanted to be like Cameron. Like I never wanted to be Cameron. Never see me wearing a New Era cap. Not my thing. Academics, zero. Never had the academics in my life.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, I never
I
had
had a
one.
pink one.
You get me? I wasn't really like my thing was different. I was trying to have a TN cap. You get me? It's different. So it's more like anything that was like anything that the like more MC based, I was on it. Anything on Rinse, Deja, that was me. He obviously.
So how long has it been now that you've been rapping, or I mean, would you consider yourself just a musician in general?
MC, spitter.
Yeah. So how long have you been MCing for? Let's say.
Fucking hell.
It's been quite a while, you know. Well, from what I've seen,
Probably
it's been
from school, like.
good part of what, 10?
For people that don't know how old you are.
Yeah, how old are you now?
I'm 29 now. I could have been spitting like 15 years.
Wow.
Easily. But it's like, that's not 15 years of like being dead serious. It's like 15 years of trying to spit better than him in the playground.
Sure.
And better than him at your brethren's house or better than him at the youth club. Like, it's not 15 years, yo, wake up, gotta pay bills. It's a different thing.
Is there ever a day where you're kind of unemployed?
I'm unemployed every day. If I sit down and if I lay in bed every day and don't do nothing, don't come here, don't do this, no bills get paid. It's that simple.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
I fully understand it. So going back to your EP, what was the inspiration behind that? Because I feel that, I feel like you're saying a lot of realness. I mean, you always say the phrase "beautiful music." You got a tune "Beautiful Music" as well with Kenneth.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, like, what was the real inspiration? What was the real inspiration behind that? The whole EP.
The whole EP, like, it's just like I wanted to obviously put out a body of work in it, but like I didn't want to just like I didn't just want to just go through the motions. So like with the EP, like I'd made about half of it, and I was like, raw, like what is it? Like what is it I'm trying to do here, innit? I couldn't really think of what it was. Like I just know every single track I wanted to be different from the track that was before it.
Yeah.
And every time I was like doing a record, like say you made the beat or whatever, I'd go in the studio with you and then we'd chop and change this and that, and it was like we started making the records like all of them was like that. And so I just wanted to make a whole body of work that was like that. It's supposed to be like 6 tracks, but
Outdone yourself.
before we blinked, like it was like we had a bit too many records. He was saying, "Raw, you can't call it EP. It's got 10 records."
How many tracks is it again? 10?
We got 10.
Something
Got
about
10.
How
But
many
we had
tracks?
got more. Got more. Some didn't make it.
Okay.
You dabbled into a bit of acting a little bit. So you was in, what was it?
Top Boy?
The Top Boy.
I rated Top Boy.
Top Boy was fun.
Where's that gone, man?
They done it. They buried me in the ground. I'm dead. They've not got a crack on now. I think they did a second series, but I don't think there's a third series.
How was Top Boy? How did you get into that? Because I feel like you really mastered that craft of that kind of acting. I also see you in Offenders. You play the same type of role.
Yeah.
So, well, that's the new one coming out.
Yeah,
Right?
it's not out
Intent-
yet.
it's
I'm
not
excited for that still.
Yeah. But tell us how you got into Top Boy.
Top Boy was mad. The casting director, some Scottish guy, he got in contact with my then manager at the time and said he wants me to come in to do a casting for some drama. So, alright, cool. Weren't really, obviously acting, not really my thing. Went
You did
there.
well though.
Thank you.
You've done a bit of acting. I remember in the Bashy video.
I was gonna say,
That was it,
is
yeah.
that,
He's a little bit.
Is that where they spotted you and thought, yeah, this is Scorcher's
No,
role?
do you know what's mad? When I was talking to the guy, he said he saw my Dark Knight video, and he just from the back of that he thought I can see him playing. They had a different role for me when I went there. I never casted for my role. I casted for some smaller role. So I went there. I was
Same sort of bad boy.
I think it was one of my who plays like one of my soldiers or something like that in the program. And yeah, like fuck it. Excuse my language.
That's
Yeah,
good.
It's alright. Feel free.
yeah. I was shook, so shook, so.
How come you were scared? Because normally you get me, you go on stage and perform in front of thousands.
Shook. Like I can't tell you how shook I was.
Was
Like,
there more
It's not, yeah,
cameras?
unnatural to you, basically.
yeah, it's mad. Nah, there was like, it's a tiny room. This guy I don't know from nowhere. He just goes like he's talking. He's like, yeah, you know, you ready to go? And he said, he's like, yeah, cool, boom. Check the cameras on.
That's it. Started watching you.
I'm like, oh my god, this is mad. I'm trying to be so calm, yeah. Blood, I can't tell you how I feel. Like inside, this is the worst thing ever. Like the worst. I can't think of anything as bad. Nothing.
How do you know he wasn't just trying to test you to see if you're really confident or?
Because I've done it since and it's
Yeah,
been the
yeah.
same thing, innit? But it was just like, ooh, this is mad, and I'm doing it, and I'm feeling like an idiot. Like they make you do scene, like they might make you do a scene like to see how well you can play being angry or whatnot, and you're like, I'm in a room with this guy pretending to be angry.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? This is mad. Like, feeling like a real idiot, and but in the end, I did that and left or whatever. I was thinking, yeah, fucking no, that didn't go well. And they hit me up saying, oh yeah, they've got can I come back in or whatever.
Sure.
When I went back in or whatever, I did whatever. Then it was like, we've got a slightly bigger role for you, in mind for you. Would you be on it? And I was like, yeah, cool, why not, kind of thing. And then just all snowballed, but I didn't really think it was serious at the time.
It was serious.
You're obviously really enjoying it though, because you, like you said, you got a new thing coming that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
shot. Was it late last year?
When? Summerish, isn't it? I started filming some other thing as well, literally like last 2 weeks. Yeah.
What's
Oh,
that
really?
about?
What's that?
I don't think it's got a
name
title
yet.
yet. Yeah.
Is it the same sort of role? I mean, people are gonna begin to see you as a sort of like Jason Statham that always is the bad guy.
Trust me, bad boy.
Jason Statham's doing all right.
No, I
Check his
like.
bag.
Well,
I
I
wouldn't
like
mind.
Jason
Wait,
Statham
I'd-
sometimes.
No, I'm just saying, like, do you know what I realised? It's like, you gotta work, like, before you can, like, we live in a small place, like, called the United Kingdom, and we think it's so big. Like, the same way, like, ants, yeah, see little ants in the ant farm, this is the world to them, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, this is the world, though. Like, there's
But
so
they're
much.
big within their tribe. They don't
Get
really
what I'm
care,
saying?
though, would they?
Like, they'll crack on, no, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
are crack, like, man ain't got, like, man are crack. So, how I look at it is like, we got this, we have ideas in our head about, like, it's almost like we're trying to be big fish in a small pond. Like, just crack on, do as much as you could do to get to the next stage. You know what I mean? Like, you could be typecast over here in England, let's say. You did 60 roles of the exact same thing. People are bored, dead, sick of it now.
Yeah.
But guess how many people care in America? None until you get that Hollywood role.
Yeah.
You get that Hollywood role safe. Every myth,
by the time you
them
smash
60.
But I don't even think there's nothing wrong with playing the same role. Like, that's who
Most
you are.
definitely.
It's like a character outside of your own character.
I think
And
some
it's-
people are only good at doing one thing.
Yeah, it's good to
Yeah.
be versatile, but I don't see nothing wrong with being the same person over and over again.
I don't want to do that though. I'll just be clear with that. I'm
So-
on that. Like, I rate that, but I'm not on it though.
So can you be in a romantic type film then?
I want to do a
Whereby-
rom-com, fam.
Yeah?
I want to do a rom-com, but not like be the lip sync guy. Be a
Why?
different guy.
Why not? What's wrong with that?
No, I just
think
don't wanna do
ladies
that.
will
Kind of
love
contradicts
that.
your song, doesn't
That's
it?
what I'm saying. No, I'm trying to branch out. innit?
What I'm saying, so what?
Take away.
If they give you a calm couple mil to lips this broad on camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, come on quickly.
Well,
Then you break
listen.
that. So you break that barrier straight away.
No, there's no,
Yeah.
there's no qualms. Lip sync. There's actually no qualms for a couple mil. Lip sync.
Yeah.
Lips are free.
You're talking about Hollywood. I'm starting to think that maybe you're more interested in acting over music now.
No, not at all.
If you had to choose one, I mean, if you had the opportunity to go to America and do one or the other,
If I had to choose one, I would choose music.
because
There's nothing like. There's literally no feeling like when music connects. And when you do a bit of acting or whatever, people say, "Yo, that was good. That was sick or whatever." Like, cheers, pat on the back. That's it. It's done.
And obviously music's where you came from, so
Bruv, you make a song, yeah, like you lot in your head think of whatever is your favourite song and then put it in your best environment you could think of. That feeling, like, it's not once. You can do that. You can go through that. Like, you hear a record, you rate, you want to hear it again. You watch a film, you rate, you go home. That's it. You're not going back to the cinema. You're not watching it on the TV. Like, it's done. That's it. You want to see the next film. You're not like, you're saying, yeah, that film was cold. I can't wait to see number 2.
Yeah.
Music, what do you do when you rate the song?
You just keep playing that.
Rewind it. So,
Are you sure it ain't got nothing to do with they keep killing you off in films? Like,
Yeah, that's enough.
The Offender, they did the same thing in Offender.
I swear to God, I was so dumb. Like when I did Top Boy, I didn't have to die in it. But this is just such a whole new experience to me. Like, I didn't know. Like, when the director saying to me, "Are you sure you sure you can do it?" Nah, I'm saying.
What, you chose to die?
No, but I'm thinking, I'm just moving like Raw. I'm not trying to be difficult, innit? Like, it didn't even cross my mind about Raw season 2, and I didn't even think of none of that because it didn't seem that serious, and I didn't know anything about acting. Obviously, looking back now, it's like, yeah, shit. If something's popping, I'm not on dying anymore. Like, I made sure in the intent. To sort some bits out.
Yeah.
I'm not dying.
So we can expect something big from the intent then.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Who else is in that film in turn?
Dylan Duffus from, I don't know if you've seen One Day. He plays Flash in One Day.
Okay.
He's in it. Ashley Chin's in it. Cold performance from him. There's a couple of other people.
What kind of film is Intent?
Action packed. Mad action packed.
So in comparison to something like Offender, is it way different?
Packed.
Oh, right, okay.
Like, makes Offender look like ramping business.
When is it coming out?
I don't know. It's not. I don't think they got a set.
They haven't got released that yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at your face and I'm just looking at that tattoo. What is it? I know your name is Scorcher.
We could just skip.
Skip. What, the question?
Yeah, I know where this is going. We could skip.
We
could probe, or we could skip. But we might as well just skip.
You want to skip?
I know where this
Let's
is.
skip.
We could
I don't know. Is it? Well, we're missing something.
meaning we're gonna get to probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
let's skip.
We're gonna
Bring it back to your music. So you've done quite a few freestyles in your time. But recently, I mean, I've seen the Logan Sama one that you done most recently. I know you did one for charity recently as well. Well, recent-ish. But I feel like you haven't done as many as you had done previously. And for me, some of my best freestyles from the UK in general were like some of your Westwood freestyles. So, I mean, what's happening there? Why are you depriving us of freestyles?
Bro,
I mean,
you know when someone,
that's what you're depriving
you know
us.
when someone puts it like that, you feel like such a waste, man.
No, do you know, it's because we're sort of people like it. Like, you release something on the radio, people love to hear it.
Yeah.
Freestyle.
Do you know what? It's not like a conscious thing. Like, I'm not doing freestyles no more. Like, I don't want to do freestyles. It's like, you just kind of grow. Like, before, freestyling was a thing that, like, I used to just love to do. Like
Not interested anymore.
not so much that, but it's like before I wasn't necessarily making projects as much. So you'd have loads of lyrics. Like, we weren't putting out no mixtapes and we couldn't get no records on the radio. So you're writing and no one can hear it. Like, you're dying to do a freestyle just 'cause no one can hear what you got to say. But with that said, I probably should do a bit more like freestyles.
I reckon you should drop a freestyle, man. I can't wait to hear something new.
Yeah,
Because from the back of the EP, I reckon you should definitely drop something because the EP was amazing, I feel.
Thank you.
So,
And I feel like freestyles allows you to like really show that not everything is too structured. That, you know, you can really just jump on the mic and if anybody wants it, it's there. Now,
Do you know what? Like, I think it's a thing where like that's like a I think almost like it's getting to got to a stage where like people do freestyles, like not because they got something to say, just because they need to do a freestyle. Like, for instance, he's got a daily duppy. I need a daily duppy.
Yeah.
Or he's got a, do you know what I mean? Not because they got something to say. And I think that's kind of what made me ease off of doing them. Like, you see that before, it's like people weren't doing freestyles just because other people were. Like, it was just That was just what people did. But now it's
Yeah.
like you have to do a freestyle, and if you haven't, I don't know what does that mean? Yeah, I'm not really into. Anytime things feel like that, I just end up saying no. I'm not really involved.
For me, I also feel like it just allows me. Like I know I keep coming, but I feel like it shows me that this person's still very active, and obviously it's kind of contradictory because as an artist you will go away, but for the fans, it's where is this guy gone? Like,
Yeah. No, you're right. Most definitely.
So we look forward to seeing the new one.
Yeah.
I hope that's the inspiration.
Land on, man. Still.
Now, in terms of freestyles, right, the whole Dappy situation, right, how did that even come about? Because when I heard the Tarzan, I was just like, what? I was baffed why I even said your name.
Mad. No one knows till now. Like, only he knows. I don't know why he did that. Like, I don't. Do you know what's mad? Literally, this is the timeline of Scorcher and Dappy. See Dappy in Camden. He's with like 100 man. I was with my girlfriend. Yo, what going? Everything cool? You cool? Yeah. Yo, fam. Yeah, like what you doing? Yo, safe to them. See Dappy. Mobile party. Yo, fam, everything cool.
So he approached you, or
yeah, like I'm not like just general. Like, I won't say like, oh yeah, he's coming up to me mad breading. Like just you see a fellow man doing what
Music.
you do.
Yeah.
Yo, what go on? You get me? Just like I come in the room in here, I say hello, like, and then bang, that. I don't know.
So when you heard it, like, what was even going through your head?
It's like, raw. It's just people hit me up first. Like, he hit me up.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's wrong with this?" Like, we was baff. Like, we was just gonna leave it, kind of thing. It's like, because it's not serious, innit? Like what he's saying, you lot are from the ends, innit?
Yeah.
Like, it's not that, innit? Like,
Yeah.
so. And then though, it was like, wait a minute here, and yeah, that was it.
Your reply
It's
was
time to
sick,
rise
though.
up that Skywalker.
Do you know what? Like,
That reply, when I watched it, I was like, shit.
But I didn't want it to seem like we're in beef, because that's ridiculous. Like, it's not that. It's. I don't want to get like, this is just silly. Like, so I had to just make it look like what it is. It's a joke. Like, it's not serious. Like, it's not it's not for anybody to be losing sleep, or not me anyway, to lose any sleep.
So there was no actual problem there.
No.
It was just a
Like, I
thing
don't have a I didn't have a problem with him before. I didn't, and I don't have a problem with him now. Like,
As an MC, I want to ask you, because I spoke to these guys, and I was saying, do you feel like you can, in the music thing, obviously people are going to clash and they're going to send for each other, but do you feel like you can do that without really offending someone and without them wanting to make it violent, for example? Because for me, if you are disrespecting someone like that, you're disrespecting everything that they represent, because that's what their music is. So do you not feel that it's a bit...
Like, for me, like, that's one of the reasons I don't do stuff like that. Like, I don't like clashing. I rate like what's going on and all that, but done that, had that error. That I don't want to listen to. I don't want to listen to somebody offending me.
Exactly.
Like, if somebody offends me, like, that's cool, but I don't want to put myself into a situation where I'm asking someone to like be disrespectful towards me and my family and this and that. Like, that's long. Like, I don't want to hear that. So I just don't put myself. I don't put myself in a situation. I don't want to play no MC games. I don't want to do none of that. Like, the MCs will say mad, like, suck your mum and all that, and then they see each other and everything's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Like, I just rather man leave me alone.
Yeah.
But even like with the like with the Dappy thing, like, I just was thinking, this is so silly. Like, so I thought, you know what? Like, like, MCs more time, like, when they're clashing or whatever, they just say the maddest things, like the maddest things they could think of, the maddest rumor they've heard, or like stuff that they know might not be true. But I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna give him his life and what I view on it. Like, not I'm not gonna make up stuff about you. I'm just gonna tell
Say
you
the
what
real.
they say about you in the paper that you agree to. And it's mad because I think, like, at the time, like, Dappy was on such a high at the time. Like, it was so successful and doing so well, and it was like, I can kind of say anything, disrespect anyone,
Yeah.
and that's what everybody will rate and go
Sure.
with. So I was like, nah, like you might be rich, you might be successful, but you're not cool, bruv.
So then, how's the
Doing the
relationship?
wrong thing ain't cool. It's
Yeah.
never been cool.
So then, how's the relationship now? Have you lot ever come?
I don't
Paul.
have a relationship.
So have you lot never seen each other since then?
I don't really see him. He's
Oh,
not
okay.
really in the places I am.
I mean,
I
I
see
heard
you lot.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
don't see him though.
So I heard you mention you don't really want to be doing the whole clashing thing. Is that the reason why you didn't respond to Roachy? Because obviously when Roachy did his little freestyle,
Do you know what the difference?
there was no response back. Yeah.
You know what the difference between Roachy and Dappy was? Like, there's people in my phone book that don't know Roachy. Like, I don't know if everyone in this room knows Like, if you're a Grime fan, you might know Roachy.
I mean, yeah.
Like, my mum knows that. Like, do we know how big that, like, at the time, they was going double platinum.
Yeah.
Like, I can't emphasize how big this is. Like, a man, I remember at the time, like, when Roachy sent for me, a man hit me up and said, who's this guy? Like, this is mad. Like, I can't be here. Like, I've been doing whatever I've been doing for so long. I can't be here promoting you. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Not for me. So, if I was Roachy, I'd want to do this, innit?
So did you think it was a publicity stunt then?
Yeah, like, I spoke to him on the
his part.
phone.
What, and he said that
Oh,
he
he said,
was?
yeah.
Like,
Let's
want to
take
do
the
this,
scene.
boom, let's get this guy, like, we could do this Lord
Went
of
for
the
the
Mics
Lord.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get me. Or get some buzz popping. Nah, I'm cool. Like, when you was in jail, I actually did Lord of the Mics. Like, he told me shit, like, he missed out on that wave.
Yeah.
Like, when everyone was clashing or whatever, he was in jail. But I wasn't in jail. I was clashing. I was clashing Wiley. I was clashing Big Nasty, Frisco. All these people, like, I done this already. It's not do that, get through it,
And go do it again.
and
Go
then
back.
do that. I'm not that guy. That's not my lane. But I'll be honest with you. If a really famous pop star wants to send for me, I might get drawn out to send back. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, the exposure is going to be there, though, obviously.
I
When
can't
yeah.
deny it. Can't
Yeah,
deny it.
sure.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be so real with you. We did the reply. He said to me, no. He's
You
actually
keep
the
saying
person.
he. Who's he?
we
Who's in the
know, yeah.
background?
My friend's here, innit? Man, know my friends, innit? I know my friends here. But he's like, no, like, you might as well just do your thing, innit? Like, I was like, alright, cool. Literally, like, it was like literally the same week. I think we got like those shows like straight away, like bang, can we get Scorchers down here? It was mad. So it's like it's a good business decision.
I mean, I hear you on that. Right, another thing I think about you, when I think about you, I think of the movement, the whole movement, because I really, can I nearly say grow up on movement? I was such a fan of movement.
Thank
Now, even when you invited me to your EP, we all had a great time.
Yeah.
I see you still have a good relationship with Wretch, Merkston, Ghetto, but I don't see Devlin.
Yeah.
So, what's
For
going on?
me,
Where's
for me,
Devlin?
isn't even...
Yeah, it's like he's nearly not.
Devlin, do you know what it is? Devlin's such a different guy. Do you understand he doesn't have Twitter?
Yeah, I never knew that.
You know, like
Yeah.
that tells you
He's def-
everything you
Yeah.
need to know about
I like
Devlin.
him,
He's a stand-up guy. He's a great guy, but he's just different. Like he's just different. He just moves different, innit? Like I
But I
can't.
would have thought, like, it would have been good to see all of you lot there, you know, you was all
Nah,
on
most
stage.
definitely,
and-
most
but it's like,
definitely.
you wasn't there, so it's a bit of,
Can we
where is
expect a
he?
project from the movement?
Do you know what? We keep like trying to make it happen, and it's just like sometimes it's just so busy. Like everyone wants to do it, and we get little bits done,
Yeah.
and then like this person could be off doing that for however long, and that. But like there's 4 or 5 man.
Yeah, but I mean,
All living
like, 4
in-
big artists, why not all dedicate all your time to this one project?
Or at least
I mean, I
month.
think it would really go off.
I heard that, and everybody individually does think that, but you just got commitments and things you got to be doing. Like so,
Sure.
fingers crossed. Do you know what? Fingers crossed, you get something done. But I think.
I mean, I hope he gets something done because, like I
I
said,
do as
I
well.
was a huge fan of. Well, I am a huge fan of the movement, so I reckon that'll be quality, man.
Do you know what I'd also like to hear, actually? If you don't mind me,
Here we go.
managing here. No, but I'm just thinking of, like, fellow North London artists. For me, Scorcher, Skepta is also a huge, like, great. Like, and it'd be excellent to hear you both on something new and something fresh.
I've rate Skepta. Like Skepta's cold. Like Skepta bust me at certain points in my career. Like he helped me out.
Yeah.
Like get me onto like little like little things. Like he put me in a private caller video. That's what.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That might have been the first video I ever did.
Yeah. I think it will. I don't know, but I think it was.
Yeah, I literally think it's the first video I ever did. So to get to someone that I rate, like, and I would work with happily, definitely.
Okay. I heard you mention earlier that you have a girlfriend. Rumor has it that this was a great story and that you said from the beginning, you know, this is the girl that I want, and that's the girl you got. is that the truth, or is that?
Can we hear the whole story? Because that was shortcut.
Yeah, I mean, is that how it happened? Tell us.
No.
Tell us how it happened.
I don't even know. This could get me in Passa. If I tell the real truth,
That's what we're here for.
so much drama. This is political peak.
Yeah, cut out the bits that are a bit too.
No, I just think.
He said that on that though.
No, if I tell the real story, I'll be in so much beef. So much beef. But cut a long story short, bucked each other and she was rating me. For me, there's a mutual vibe, innit? That's the best way to put it, it's a mutual vibe, you get me? And it just...
You done well.
You done well, yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, now, you know when she hears certain lyrics, a girl hears certain lyrics, like, I always wonder, don't girls think, are you speaking the truth? Are you really doing these things, or?
Probably at some point in life, you think these things, but it's like, I make the point, like, bro, I've been doing this prior to knowing or prior to having any girl. Like, if I didn't have any girlfriend, I'll still write songs about a girlfriend if I felt to, or an ex, or a girl I'm looking for, because it's just all experiences that I've been through, we've been through, that you draw for. So it's not necessarily like, because if you just wrote what you do every day, do you know how I don't wake up, have my breakfast, like, it'll be dead. Like, at some point you gotta be creative and draw on your experiences. Sometimes I could be writing about your life, simple, but the info you've given me is just giving me enough to just spark that bit of creativity.
That album sell out though, sell out. So you see with obviously you got a girlfriend. So if you see with fatherhood, I understand you're a father. How do you balance the two? Is it not tough? Is there ever a time where work needs you, but your family also needs you? So how do you make that final decision?
It happens, but it's like, that's why it's good to have there's two parents or whatever. Fortunate in that respect. But it's not. I don't really find it like, it's not like a mad thing. Like, I'm at home. Like, I live with my son, so it's not really. It's not.
Do you hope that your son follows in a similar like artistic footsteps?
I don't hope. But he just suddenly the other day just started. He's music. It's mad. Like he's just mad. Like he's latching on to any. Like I always kind of bring him around music. Like he's even in the Work Get It video. I think he was just literally there.
I didn't even know this.
He's like right at the end when it's. You know how sick it is. You could watch the video and not notice him because he fades out. Like he's right at the end, but like he's just musically just orientated. Like he likes all kinds of music as well. He's like he doesn't mind like rock music. You know, like I don't know if you ever go on YouTube, and you look for a song, and they got like the Chipmunks version.
Yeah.
He rates that anything Chipmunk style. Like he thinks this is the coldest, and like he started getting into like, I think he likes them trap music as well.
Okay. The American trap.
Just anything that's because it's repetitive.
Because you've been banging that Lord random too much.
He knows Lord. It's mad. Like he knows like how to get on. He goes on YouTube like so mad. But yeah, he's musical. I'd rather him be a footballer, but whatever he does, I'll back him. Yeah, his left foot's decent though.
Yeah. When he grows up, tell him about M&F, man. Tell him about football.
I'll bring him still.
I was also obviously looking at your Twitter, and I noticed that Puma sent you some boots the other day.
The black Skeemz.
But why?
Ask Dan, he knows about my black Skeemz.
I don't understand like why. And I've seen them. They've been promoting quite a few artists recently. Anything like? Do you have a deal with them or?
No, I just got a relationship, like an understanding with them. I'd say like just they're they're making strides within a certain demographic
Yeah.
that I fall into. So, you know, you
So
just...
he reached out to you.
Yeah, like it's just I'll be honest, like football is nothing to do with music, innit?
Yeah.
Perks of the job. Black boots, all blacked out, gold trim, cold.
Yeah, man, you need to bring me let me borrow that. Yeah, bro. Now back to the music. I understand you were signed at one point. You with Geffen, was it? Records. Now tell me exactly what happened with Geffen.
I signed a single deal. I signed a single deal to Geffen, and so we did the first single. It was great, and
It's my time now,
yeah,
right?
it's my time. And it was a single deal with the option to do another single. They said they would do the next single. Cool. So did the first one. Then we got together the record for the second one, and then the MD, who's the boss of Geffen, decides to go and take a job at, was it Sony he went?
Yeah.
He went to Sony.
Oh, wow.
And that was it. Geffen disbanded, done, finished, over, closed.
Oh, because obviously we heard a lot of people said a lot of different things that you got released for whatever reason.
I wish, because then I would have got some money, some extra money. But yeah, nah, it was mad that it was like, we was planning the single, whatever, and every day you're waiting, and then things like just slowed down, like out of the blue, like literally, like boom, one day, like 1 minute we was planning the video, and then suddenly everything's like slowed down. It's like, oh, well, go on. You're waiting around, you're going, in the meanwhile, you're still working, you're still going and performing and in the studio with this person and that person. And then bang, you hear, Colin's taking a job at Sony. So
the whole thing's
that's
done.
it. Like the bigger artists that was on the label, they went to Polydor, innit? Like the bigger artists, they moved label. Like they got moved elsewhere in Universal.
Okay.
Smaller artists like me back to doing what he's doing.
So what did they get moved, or did those labels approach them?
I'd assume the labels come for them.
Oh right, because
Well,
I would
'cause
have
it's
just
all-
said,
it's
why didn't
all-
they come for you also?
Not as big as was that band? Yeah, the Saturdays and the Wanted.
Oh, okay. Also,
Not-
they were also a part of.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I wish I was that big.
Yeah.
I wish I was that big, man.
Is that your ultimate? What is your ultimate goal? Like, do you want to become big, or do you just want to be humbled and just make good money?
Being rich and humble is messed. That'd be peace. If I could be mad peed but still go M&F and that'd be peace. I'd still rate that. But no, ultimately, like what I like to be is like someone that like self-sustainable with no label, that can, you know, good, like that my music is music that I like. I got creative freedom to do what I like, and financially is viable. Like that's the ultimate. And it would be good if that was like, if that could coincide with like doing acting work that I liked, like stuff, projects I found interesting.
What's the situation now? Are you managing yourself or?
No, my manager there.
Oh, okay.
He's
He's not he's one of the he's. There's a couple he's in here.
So in terms of your music, like the groups that you formed, like for instance Movement, you was also, well, I don't know if you're part of Cold Blooded still. Is that Cold Blooded still running or?
Yeah, there's not. You can't really leave Cold Blooded. It's not really that kind of thing. So.
What is it, cult or some
Yeah,
kind of
it's-
cult?
That is nice. Like it's not like Cold Blooded and that. It's not really like a it's not like a music thing. It's like with them, it's like mates. Like you know what I mean. It's not. It's like I don't know. If Brett doesn't say if Brett isn't in Cold Blooded, and but we still talk like how doesn't make sense. Like the relevance of him being in or out of Cold Blooded doesn't affect our relationship, and I still have the same relationship with the same people. So I don't really think you can leave. The niggas that left, they're at the circle of friendship as well.
Yeah.
Like it's
So do you have any new songs or new tunes from Cold Blooded, or is that?
Zero.
So it's just a group of friends now, basically.
Yeah.
All right, okay, sure. Well, I look forward to seeing that new film. Remind me what it is again, new film?
The Intent.
The Intent. I want some. See that red carpet thing when you watch it first? I need that.
Yeah, of course.
We need that. We need that.
Straight no,
come on. We need that.
Come
We
on.
need that. So
Don't
definitely.
just say that, you know.
No, all like by the side, you just shout at me.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm gonna WhatsApp you later.
We can get that popping.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, Scorch.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming
Thanks for
down.
having me.
Straight no chaser. Thank you.